Hello Virgos, welcome to your weekly reading. These are not date specific, so whenever you find them, hope that something in them resonates. You can also look at your rising, your moon, and your Venus sign. So these are general readings, and take what resonates and let the rest go. So we're going to pull 8 cards today. We'll see what's going on with you right now. We'll choose 2 cards for the challenges you might be facing, 2 cards for things you need to consider, and then a couple of cards on your best course of action. So, see what we've got for our Virgos this week. What do we have for our Virgos this week? All right. All right, so what's going on with you this week? We've got the Queen of Wands and 7 of Cups. Challenges for you this week. 10 of Wands and the World. Things that would be good for you to consider. 3 of Wands and the Tower. And your best course of action, the Star and the 6 of Wands. And the bottom of the deck is 7 of Pentacles. All right, let's see what we've got for Virgos today. So what's going on with you right now is we've got the Queen of Wands. So that's a fire energy. It's Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. So this could be somebody in your circle that is, this person really attracts a lot of attention when they walk into a room. It could be male or female, but they're very charismatic and they're very hooked into their intuition, and they almost have kind of a magical way about them. So again, they've got that fire energy. So I feel like this person is going to bring you some information this week. This could be concerning a relationship or a job opportunity or something that's coming in. This person is reaching out to you and feels like they really, really need to get this information across to you. So they might interrupt you. It might come as a surprise. It might be a little bit abrupt, or I'm also getting the sense that this could be somebody that has kind of been on the periphery for a while. You haven't really seen them that much, and suddenly this person shows up, but they have an important message and they feel like they need you to know. So be aware of this person making an appearance this week for you. What else do we have going on? 7 of Cups. So water energy, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. So it looks like you're going to be presented with choices this week. So these choices could come in many different forms. Some of these things are going to look very appealing to you and others less appealing, but the sense I'm getting is that the things that appear not so appealing are the ones that you really need to pay attention to foremost. So don't toss anything out right away. Take them on board, listen to them, keep track of them, and even if it doesn't look that great at first glance, sometimes we react to things and it just sounds sort of unappealing, or there's a resistance there. And often that is a part of us that, you know, as Mel Robbins refers to, your energy wants to keep you safe. It wants to keep you going. It wants to keep you here. And so often we are influenced by that part of us that wants to make sure that we are absolutely safe. And if it's something new, or if it triggers a little bit of fear or a little bit of unease, then there's that survival part of us that says, no way, I would never do that, not in a million years. And huge resistance comes up. So sometimes those things that you block out, absolutely, and with such force, it's coming from a place that's not really considering all the possibilities or all the options for that particular choice. So a lot of choices coming. Pay attention, of course, to the ones that look really wonderful. Be careful of the ones that look too good to be true, but mostly keep your awareness and your attitude open towards those things which initially don't sound so great because they might be worth taking a second look at. Challenges for you this week. 10 of Wands. So that is the fire energy, Aries, Sag, or Leo. It looks like you've been handed a lot of responsibility. You have too much that you need to do right now, and you don't really know which way is up. Virgos are known for being extremely organized and incredible multitaskers, and they're often good at, they're looking at the details and helping the rest of us figure out how to get things done in a grounded, methodical, logical, rational, organized sort of way. Very detail-oriented people. So, the word that they get slapped with a lot is perfectionistic. And I don't know, I sort of see perfectionism as not a real plus. They're looking for what's wrong, but if you choose to look at it a different way, when I see the word perfectionism, I guess not so much perfect. I wouldn't actually choose that word. I would use more discernment. So Virgos are very discerning, and they have that eagle eye to look at the details and what can I do to make this thing just a little bit better. So often you're the go-to person. People come to you and say, oh man, help us, Virgo. We don't know the best way to do this. And of course, that's a natural gift that you have. People are drawn to it, and you naturally love to help. And so if you can share your gifts and make the situation better or someone's life better, wow, that's a really good feeling. So, but here, this is saying that it looks like this week there's going to be too much coming towards you. So you need to decide which of these things is something that you would actually like to help with or work on, because you can't do all of it and you need to say no. And Libras are known for hesitating and just not wanting to hurt people's feelings, to say no. But Virgos, with their groundedness, they look at it and figure out how much can I possibly get done. And if you overload a Virgo, that is just not a good thing at all. So let them use their talents, shine, use your skills, your abilities, all those natural things that make people seek you out as someone to repair things and bring them to their highest quality. But draw that boundary. And if you need to, let them know straight out that you really can't handle all that stuff. So protect yourself. Another challenge. Oh, we got the World card. So these are fixed signs. We got Sag, Leo, and Taurus, and Scorpio. So it looks like something is coming to an end and something is coming to a beginning. I mean, something new is starting. Maybe part of this ending has to do with this 10 of Wands is you need to maybe devote more time to yourself and your projects and your things that are going to bring you happiness, and not to put other people first. And sometimes we use other people because we're we have a little bit of self-doubt or a few worries that I don't know if I can really pull this off. And everyone thinks I know how to do things perfectly. And so we get too caught up and too busy in other people's stuff and projects and requests for help and little dramas and whatever drama bombs they drop on us, that it's actually an effective way to stop us from moving forward and starting something new. So it looks like you've got some new things coming, but you need to put an end to something in order to make room for something new. The universe does not love a vacuum. So when you let go of letting people use you too much for solving their issues, you're actually going to open yourself up to some incredible new energies, and good things are going to come your way. And wow, that's going to be interesting to see that, how that unfolds. All right, things that Virgos may want to consider this week. We've got the Three of Wands, so it's a fire energy of Aries, Sag, or Leo. And this is looking over what you've started with the Two of Wands, ideas, projects, things developing within a new relationship. And the three means it has progressed to the next step. So you're getting more grounded, you're hooking on to it and deciding, this is what I want. So if it's with a person, it feels like this is the person that you have decided you would like to have in your life. Or they have decided that they've got their eye on you and they're coming for you, Virgo. So be aware of that. And another thing to consider, we've got the Tower card here. So always a startling looking card, but again, this is a catalyst for change. Maybe this change has been coming towards you for quite a while, and change is often very challenging because when things are going well, we want them to keep going well. When things are not great, we want it to change, but we're scary. What if it ends up being worse than where we are right now? Making a change could make the situation worse. So we end up kind of getting frozen and stuck. And little hints are always showing up. Often we look back after the tower has fallen and we say, oh, you know, we first say, I didn't see it coming, I was blindsided. But if we really honestly look at ourselves, we see that the little red flags and the little signs and the little symbols and the little hints were all there all along. And we just didn't want to see them. We didn't want to deal with them. We'd sweep them under the rug, or just maybe they'll go away, or maybe I'll think more positive. But not dealing with something that needs to be dealt with means that it will just get bigger and bigger and bigger. And somebody told me something once, and I really like this analogy. It's being a visual person. It's a beach ball, and you're out in the water, and you're in the surf, and you have this big beach ball, and the beach ball is full of stuff that you would rather not deal with. You don't like it, but you're holding on to it for dear life, and it's keeping you afloat, and you're floating around in that water, floating around in all those emotions, sort of stuck, like, I'm not liking this, I don't really know what to do about it, and I'm kind of stuck, but here's my baggage, and I'm holding on to it because, I don't know, it's familiar, it's safe, it's what I know, I don't like it, but I don't know what to do with it. So, if you take that baggage in that beach ball and you push it underneath, a greater force will push it right back out towards you, right back at you, where you're going to have to deal with it. So you're either going to have to do a couple things. You have a few choices. One is you can keep trying to stuff it under, but it will just keep coming back. So everything you put out will come back with equal or greater force until you deal with it face on. Another option is to let it go and watch it float away, but maybe you've not really dealt with it and off it floats, and then you're sort of treading water waiting for the next floaty thing to come along so you can grab that. So another option is what this I read was to take the little air thing and open it up and squeeze that ball of horrible stuff and pull it as close to you as you can. Embrace it in a way, as ugly and awful and painful as it is. Really feel it, squeeze it, pull it close to your chest, and let out all the power that it has. So when you embrace it, it's like your shadow material running from that shadowy figure in your dreams. When you turn around, stop in your tracks and look right at it, it suddenly won't seem so ominous or scary. Because we always build it up into the, well, not always, but often, the worst case scenario. And it's just what we do. We wait for the other shoe to drop. We wait for it. It's going to be really horrible. And then we imagine the worst possible outcome. And then, of course, when it happens, often it's not anywhere near that. And when I do that, I just feel, I don't know. I thought I got myself completely worked up, completely marinating in every kind of stress hormone you could possibly have. And all that does is cause a lot of injury to your guts. You know, you're marinating yourself in toxic stuff. And so it's just making an emotional cocktail of pain and suffering. So I don't really want to sip that drink. So I think I'll just take this icky stuff I don't want to deal with, pull it in close, look at it, release it, see it for what it is, take all the power out of it, blow all the air out of it, let it go, and then just drop it. And the only way out is through. That's really hard sometimes, but that's often a good way to deal with it. But anyway, all that stuff that was there, this just means something a whole lot better is on its way. So I actually almost feel a sense of relief when the tower comes. I used to be really afraid of it, and I know people get really upset when they see it because it looks really ominous and terrifying. But this means that whatever structure was built, that relationship, whether it's a romantic one with your partner or the friendship or your work thing, whatever it was built on a foundation that wasn't truly a foundation. It was a swamp, it was rocky stuff, it was sort of quicksand, something not stable and sturdy, and it got built up and it was okay for a while, and then you see the little hints, and when you don't pay attention, or you can't because you just don't, you're not in that space, and then it will come crashing down around you. And then it's like, bam, I'm here on your front doorstep. You got to deal with me now. So look for the clues. Prepare yourself. You can get through anything. You have divine guidance. Ask your angels and spirit guides for help. Reach out to loved ones, people that you trust, and they will help provide a firm foundation where you can at least catch your footing and catch your breath. Center yourself, get a little bit more stable, and then look around. And after the storm passes and the darkness goes away, the sun will come back again. New options will be illuminated, new opportunities, and you'll be able to see things in better light. All right, now for your best course of action, we have the Star, which is the Aquarius card. So the Star, one of my favorite cards, is all about fulfilling your dreams and your wishes. So here you are, and you're surrounded by waters, emotion, and feeling. Virgo's getting hooked into that. She's firmly on the ground, but she's dealing in the realm of emotion. So follow your North Star, follow your heart. It will lead you in the right direction, and your spirit guides and your angels are all around you to help get you there. So look to the stars. Another one for a best course of action is the Six of Wands. This is the fire energy, Aries, Sag, or Leo. And it looks like this to me is something that you've done recently. Could be in a personal realm. You've made an emotional gesture to someone. Or if it's a work situation, you've done something. And as a Virgo, you kept your head down and you plugged away, working very, very hard and with precision to make sure the T's are crossed and all of that good stuff. But your efforts will not go unnoticed. So that person that you did that special thing for, it might have been a while ago, is going to come back and let you know what a positive impact you made on their life. This could be you shared your ideas, your fire, your enthusiasm. You gave messages, inspiration, and it really touched this person's life at a time when they needed to hear something good. Maybe you were the only light that was available to them at the time in a dark place. But I have a feeling this person is going to come back and express their gratitude to you for everything that you've done for them. All right, and your extra card here is the Seven of Pentacles, Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And so as Virgos, there you are right in your element. You have planned this out, created something beautiful, put in the hard work, the sweat, and tended it very carefully, and something that you have been working on. It could be a relationship that you've been nurturing. And if it is a work situation, you've been a little bit behind the scenes working very diligently, and now you can step back and say, whoa. It's almost like having worked on your garden and you go out, you're out of town for the weekend or for a week or a few days, and you come back and all by itself it's taken on a life of its own. It's blooming, it's growing, it's flourishing, it's thriving. And there is a physical testament to all the love and the energy and the consistency that you put into it, the care. All right, quick little recap. What's going on with you this week? You got that fiery energy. Somebody is going to be coming towards you. Again, it's like somebody that you haven't seen for a while. It'll be kind of abrupt, a big surprise, but take this person's ideas on board. Could be very helpful. Seven of Cups. All of those options coming to you, especially the ones that do not look very appealing. I would not disregard those because that could just be your internal voice panicking, going, no, it's an unfamiliar, it's an unknown, I don't know what's going to happen. So take all of it on board, think about it, and come back to it later. Challenges. Take care of yourself, know when to say no, and stop carrying the load for everybody else. And don't let them use your talents and your gifts and your skills as an ability. Oh, this is a hard situation and you're the only one that can handle it. Don't let them appeal to your ego, because that's just a manipulative way to get you to do more stuff for them. So see through it. And as tough as it is, because you're kind-hearted and so generous, make sure you realize what people are up to and don't take part in that scampy stuff. Say no to things. Draw the line. Protect yourself. And when you say no to something, it leaves an opening for something very cool and very new to come your way. Consideration. Looking out, hanging on to your ideas, allowing things to develop. More information is coming to you in the form of messages. Listen to those messages. Find the gold in them. There's the Tower. Something's got to fall, but it's going to be extremely healing, and you do have a lot of support around you. And I'm just seeing the sun in my mind, that the sun is going to come back out, and you're going to gain a lot of insight and wisdom into what this stuff was. And this situation is not going to repeat itself then. Best course of action, the Star. Go to your guides, ask for assistance, follow your heart. It will not lead you astray. Six of Wands, you're going to be recognized for something that you did. And especially if it's on a personal level, I feel like you've really touched someone's heart and you've helped them get to a better place. And they're going to let you know. Seven of Pentacles is enjoy all of those beautiful things that you have created, and keep moving forward and see what else is next. So have a wonderful week, Virgos, and take care.